when a chess streamer challenged Garry Kasparov. If you're a true chess fan, you definitely know that Garry Kasparov is one of the greatest chess players the world has ever had. Garry rose to fame in 1985 after defeating his greatest nemesis, Anatoly Kasparov, to become the world champion. And from there, Garry went completely undefeated for a shocking 20 years, achieving a peak rating of 2856. At the peak of his career, nobody could dare take on the legendary chess grandmaster, Garry Kasparov, and defeat him. In this video, we bring you an epic showdown between Kasparov and an enigmatic chess streamer known as Ray Enigma. With Garry's successful career as one of the greatest chess players of all time and Ray's mysterious identity and rating, this showdown promises to be a thrilling encounter. Will Garry maintain his reputation as the undisputed chess master, or will Ray Enigma's chess prowess create a historic upset? Let's get into the arena to witness this epic clash. The stage is set, and Ray kicks off with the move d4 pawn. Garry quickly counters with knight s6, possibly hinting at his famed king's Indian defense. Suddenly things take an unexpected turn as knight f3 and bishop f5 transform the game into a symmetrical variation of the queen's pawn opening. Ray has a chance to trade bishops, but chooses to castle instead, setting the stage for a riveting match. Ray's e4 pawn is now vulnerable. He moves his knight to d2 to offer more protection to e4 pawn. Garry takes a similar protective approach by responding with knight d7. The ground is now laid for both players. Garry confidently places his knight on e4, gaining control over white's position. Ray responds with b3, raising eyebrows, but the battle is just beginning. Ray uses his bishop to capture Garry's knight on e4. But this proves to be a critical mistake, as it weakens white's position. An attempt to push forward with knight c4 and rook d8 only compounds Ray's troubles, leading to the inevitable loss of his knight in exchange for black's bishop. With the rooks and queens on the board, the game intensifies. Ray aims to threaten black's king with queen h5, but Garry retaliates with h6, forcing Ray's queen to retreat to protect the c2 pawn. We are already in the middle game, and in a quest to defend the b5 pawn, Garry plays the a6 pawn. Ray answers this move with rook d4. Garry moves his pawn to f4, and this breaks white's pawn chain. The pawns are traded, and Garry proceeds to attack Ray's undefended h4 pawn by moving his queen to g3 square. But this turns out to be a mistake on Garry's side, which causes him to lose a pawn. He shakes his head in disbelief, then moves his rook to d8 to entice Ray to pick up the pawn on d5 and expose the vulnerability at the e3 pawn. But instead, Ray, who is already pressed for time, plays c4, throwing him into even more serious troubles. Garry comfortably picks up Ray's pawns and advances his rook to b8 square, posing a threat to Ray. Ray responds with queen c1 to prevent black from infiltrating more. But Garry is relentless and advances more with rook b1 move, leaving Ray with no other option but just to capture the rook. As the game develops slowly into an endgame, white offers a check on b8, followed by an attack on f7 pawn. This allows Garry to establish two connected passed pawns, which is a brilliant move in an endgame, then proceeds to move his queen to d6 square, quickly pushing his pawns to win this tournament. With the white's pawn chain broken down, Ray is already pushed to the wall. He is left with only one option, and that's to force a continuous check, which of course means the game will end in a draw. But Ray's attempt with queen g5 to set up mating ideas backfires as Garry counterattacks with rook d4, seizing control. In the end, it comes down to a race of pawns, and Garry's two connected passed pawns prove unstoppable. Ray struggles to find a perpetual check, but it's too late. As both players promote their pawns to queens, Garry's king remains secure. Ray runs out of time when he's just about to make a move. The two shake hands. And yes, it's a game over. Ray is defeated in an ugly way. It's history once again as Garry Kasparov emerges victorious, proving once again why he remains the ultimate chess boss. Despite Ray Enigma's valiant effort and mysterious identity, The Grandmaster's mastery over the board was simply insurmountable. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like on this video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more amazing content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.